First things first, we're about to go live. Secondly, I am drinking gin. Thirdly, I did muddle some. God damn it. Ah! I muddled some fucking blackberries. This is not some weird shit on like the outside. It's just a blackberry particle. I'm gonna do a review. I have a review coming up for my contacts that I got. They're the Solotica Mel's. I ordered them about a month ago. It took about 3 weeks for them to get here, so that was kind of unfortunate. But I'm happy that they're here, even though I look like Uncle Scar. But I gathered y'all all here tonight because I finally saw Get Out. Shout out to Sinead Flores. I hope I'm not fucking that up. I'm probably fucking that up. I'm very sorry. They totally hooked me up with tickets to go see Get Out and also snack money. Thank you, bitch. I appreciated it. I had a lovely ass time. I got a big ass popcorn. So we're about to get on live and discuss, but do not worry. I know that it's ridiculous o'clock right now. I just got out of the movie. It's 1:22 here, which means if you're on the East Coast, it's like damn near 3 o'clock in the morning. Amsterdam, someone in Amsterdam just told me on the chat that it's 9 a.m. Don't worry, I will be live tonight, which is tomorrow night, which is technically tonight. Basically, whenever you see this video, this night, will be the night that we are going to go live and we'll be discussing Get Out. Hello. I'm going to give a shout out to everybody on live right now. See, when you're live, you get a shout out. Okay. So, Desi Van Horries, Akuba, K. Murphy, Desi Van Voorhees, The Real Rachel. Hey, Bill. Plus size in Chicago. You've seen it twice. Oh my god. Honestly, I would see it again. It was that good. And also, did anybody else notice that when they went to go see the movie, the crowd participation was crazy? Typically, Americans are like shushers. We're like, shut the fuck up. I paid money to watch this. But I feel like this movie in particular, people were just like saying shit. I yelled something in the theater, bitch. I am not that person, but I did it, bitch. I was like, she needs some milk. When they were going through the pictures of the white bitch and the black bays, I was like, she needs some milk. I kind of want to give you a honest step-by-step of what the fuck I was witnessing as I watched, as the watcher, as the person at home. Ollie Blacksmith, hello. Cosmic Caramel Latte, good day and salutations, bitch. The scene starts off with a black man getting snatched out of the motherfucking suburbs. And that right there, bitch, stopped all the laughter in the fucking theater. And I'm not gonna lie to you, when the car pulled up on this black man and was stalking him, hunting him down, I was scared. But the black man was being funny in the beginning scene. So, you know, at first you're kind of caught off guard by any violence that happens to him. So I just want to say it starts off this scene where, you know, subconsciously or consciously, niggas are funny. Why would anybody want to hurt niggas? I feel like that's a lot of times the narrative for a lot of shit. It's like niggas are funny or niggas are caring or niggas are magical. Don't hurt the niggas because X, Y, and Z opportunistic exploitative ass motherfucking reason. So that's the first thing that I was clocking was this black man was there making everybody laugh. Then boop, he gets snatched up. Nobody says shit. Like, no one even goes, oh, damn. Like, everyone just got real silent in the theater. Like, it was finally a horror film. You feel me? Like, niggas is like, it's finally scary now. A nigga got snatched in a coupe. So, from there, we get into this relationship. I want to say that they did not spend any real time building up the characters. I want to say this black man, you know, you don't really get any backstory. All you see is a bunch of pictures, and then you're seeing this black man. You're also seeing the white bitch Marnie. I'm going to call her Marnie because her name was Rosie in the film, and it just wasn't believable. White people don't be naming their kids Rosie, bitch. It's not real. Not since Rosie O'Donnell. She was the last Rosie. Nobody fucked with her. Nobody named their seed after her. Real talk. Like, you could fuck up a lineage of a name just by being a piece of shit ass person. You think people out here naming their kids Rosie after Rosie O'Donnell? No. I met a bitch named Beyonce last week. Depending on who the fuck it is, the name could flourish. I want to take a pause for Daniel Kaluuya's face because, boy, when you was in the dark and you was about to go for your little random ass smoke break in the middle of the fucking white woods, girl, your skin was looking delicious. His skin was giving me life. Fucking night sky, bitch. His eyes were looking like stars, bitch. I was like, what the fuck? How are you this beautiful, girl? Does not compute. The limit does not exist. And the relationship is revealed to us to only be a 4-month-long relationship. And I'm kind of sitting here shook like, after 4 months, you're meeting the parents? That seems like a lot. And I'm also thinking about the fact that I know what the ending is. So I'm sitting here thinking about this white woman, and after 4 months, she got a nigga coming to the motherfucking house. Bitch, after 4 months, this nigga has ghosted. I have blocked him. I am thankful for the third period I am experiencing. I'm happy I'm not carrying his seed. I'm just sitting here like 4 months, girl. Wow. 4 months just made my skin itch because I was just not really sure like what you could know about it, somebody enough to be like, yeah, meet my mama and my daddy. I feel like the white woman, she was truly, truly, truly just doing magic, conjurings, spells on this black man, clearly. Because look, he getting ready to go to her parents' house, right? And he got to ask her, do your parents know I'm black? Bitch, it's been 4 months and you're going to their house. Why do they not know that you're black? Don't they have Facebook? You know old white people love Facebook. These white parents would have known he was black as soon as she took the first picture of them going out on a friend date. Then again, I did show with this one white bitch for a minute, and she did tell me that she never really told none of her parents. This white girl I used to chill with when I was younger, when I was in college, she used to bring black niggas to her house, and I know for a fact her family ain't know they was black. She didn't ever say nothing, and the thing is, they were racist. They did have a problem with, like, black men being with their white daughter. So I feel like that is such a valid fear for a black man to have, but for this white woman to be 4 months with this nigga and talking about come see my mom and dad, and they never seen a picture, it don't make sense. It's not adding up. Now, in retrospect, obviously they probably definitely seen a fucking picture, because it's revealed later that this blind photographer who has a degenerative, is it degenerative? He has a hereditary, damn bitch, I shouldn't have drank this Bombay. It's clear that he knew who Daniel was, because it is revealed later that one of the white people at this gala event is a photographer who is losing his eyesight, but who also knows and is familiar with Daniel's work, which again is weird to me for the simple fact that this is just a random ass black man. Like, yes, it does seem like he has a photography skill, some sort of situation where photography makes sense, but it just bothered me. Thank you so much, African X-Men Princess. Degenerative. He has a degenerative condition in which his eyesight is being lost. And he is somehow wanting Daniel's eyes. And I just feel like for you to hype up the fact that he has a good eye, this former photographer who is losing his eyesight, who wanted to get into National Geographic, it just had me dead. Because it's like these white people are literally snatching black bodies to do things that they could never do in their white bodies. And Jordan Peele cast the most potato head looking ass white people. He found white people from motherfucking Kansas, bitch. He found under rocks he must have looked. These are some in the scene of Lion King when Timon and Pumbaa are trying to convince Simba to eat these fucking bugs. That is what I saw on the screen, bitch. Walking maggots. I seen maggots in jackets. The gala event was a bunch of white people who were seemingly scouring to find, you know, the next black body to inhibit. One of the main characters, who was the first black man that was snatched, was actually converted to a husband of an old white woman who definitely 100% looked like she was part parakeet. This woman was part bird. And as I looked at this woman, I said to myself, what the fuck? These whites have so much money, they are literally stealing the motherfucking body of black folks. Beautiful black people, young black people that have the quote-unquote frame and genetic makeup to fulfill the dreams that they could not in their white bodies. So fucking creepy. Super fucking creepy. It was the creepiest thing I've ever seen. The Obama jokes to me weren't jokes. And this is why. As someone who has lost their papers again, no, I really feel like the first dude that was snatched was literally being used as a husband figure for this white woman. I believe her old husband was transformed through the brain, through lobotomy. Like, it's just some fucking Frankensteinian shit. The first review that I ever got on this motherfucking movie was from a white Uber driver named Dimitri. I said I was going to go see the movie, and he said, you know, I just saw it, and it's not a bad movie, but the ending was kind of like, And I kind of didn't understand what he was meaning by that. The next review I got from this movie was from a good friend. And she was literally afraid. Like, when she called me, she was getting out of the Uber from the movie theater. And she was like, bitch, I'm so scared of white people right now. And her white Uber driver said, it's just a movie. As she was getting out of the car. And she was like, nigga, it's not. It's real life. And I was like, damn, I gotta see this motherfucking movie. My friend told me that it wasn't only that the movie was good. She said white people left in the middle of the motherfucking movie. So I'm not gonna lie to you. Part of me went to this movie because I wanted to see if the whites would leave. I want to also say that it was interesting to me how the person who was the hero was this fat, dark-skinned black man who worked as a TSA agent. It was kind of cute that in the midst of all this bullshit, we had a black advocate inside of the movie. And I think that that's what also set this movie apart, is that there's very rarely a black person who is seeing all the shit going down in a movie and actually giving you live play-by-play feedback on some, no nigga, don't do that shit. No nigga, don't go there. No nigga, that's a setup. You feel me? I feel like everybody got a friend like that, but whenever we see black movies, it's very rare that that friend gets to shine like that. You feel what I'm saying? It's very fucking rare that, like, we even see a dark-skinned fat black man on our screen for that long. And then on top of it, he's a black man who obviously has stable employment. And he's also funny. Akuba, for once a black savior. Yes. Yes, for once a black savior. And I didn't even think about it like that, you know? He was a black savior. I called him a hero, but you know, the concept of the black savior is very unrealistic in terms of our overall media presentation of blackness. A black person can never save the day unless they are superhuman, or they are assisted by whiteness. And usually to become superhuman, there's some white people involved. I think it's really important also to consider that this movie is totally from the vantage point of a black man who is married to a white woman. I think that's also a big part of it that I think a lot of people aren't discussing. I hear the narrative that, you know, Jordan's writing about his secret feelings about meeting his in-laws, or his secret feelings about past white lovers and their parents. But I think truly that black folks as a whole, not just black men, have a fear of meeting the familial members of our interracial partner. And I feel like if that partner isn't black, and even when that partner is black, I feel like there's so much nuance around meeting other black folks' parents as well. But I feel like when you're meeting another person of color, or rather a white person's parents, the amount of performance that is placed upon you was just totally so real and so felt in this movie. And I think that's what makes it such a great experience, because as a black person, how often is your thought process being portrayed on a screen? Because you could see his uncomfort. It was mounting constantly. Every time he interacted with another white person, it was kind of pushing him closer and closer over the edge of whiteness, and just how they're interacting with him as if he is because he is not the help, because he is not there under their rule and law, he is a wild nigga that must be broken. And I feel like that's why white people ask such racist, fucked up ass questions, or try to have conversations that are ridiculous, and will even have other people of color, like that Asian dude in the movie. I peeped you, Asian dude in the movie. Do you think there's advantages to being African American in the modern world? What the fuck are you talking about the modern world? It's like they literally it's like literally the dialogue from that Japanese man seemed like he had time traveled. Literally. It seemed like he was time traveling and was like, okay, white people that I've been time traveling with, let's ask this black man in the modern world, you know, what it's like to be a nigger. Like, I literally got this whole vibe, like, they literally had this outdated concept of just personhood and what it means to be black and human. Like, people really think blackness is inhuman, and it just came across when Marnie was acting like she was looking for the fucking keys. And the worst part about the keys situation was, even though I'd seen that scene in the commercials, I never expected the scene after it where she holds up her hand with the keys and she's like, I can't give you the keys, babe. Even though the white bitch was evil too, I knew she was evil too. She played her fucking part, because I literally believed the bitch was real. I thought she was real. I thought that maybe they had did an alternate ending, bitch. Like, I literally thought that, like, maybe I got it wrong. You know what I mean? Like, they literally switched up on me and made me think that Marnie wasn't gonna turn trick. Spoiler alert. These white people have decided to do a hypno surgery where they basically hypnotize black young able-bodied men and women, because there was one black woman who was snatched up. And I find it weird that the fucking grandma wanted to be a goddamn black woman who was like 30 motherfucking 9. I was just kind of like, what was the point of that, sis? I didn't understand that. And then to be a maid, that didn't make no sense. Why not just be in a white body and be a younger white bitch? I'm not trying to say that this black woman was valueless. I just wonder, was this bitch pretending to be gay? Was she pretending to be a friend? Why did she have a box full of niggas past? That just seemed weird to me. Why would you have a box of pictures of old niggas you done fucking snatched? At some point, there were clues being left behind to kind of get him a little bit more agitated to leave so they could get into him. You know what I mean? Because I feel like that bitch is on a tight schedule, ho. Like, that's a tight schedule ass bitch. She was like, look, we 4 months into this shit. I gotta get this nigga home so we can snatch up his body. At the very end, when the bitch is sitting on her bed, on her laptop, looking at the NCCP, is that it? When we're talking about basketball, she was looking up prominent black men who are coming up in the basketball industry. Someone help me with the wording, because I'm just like, the basketball industry, you can tell I don't fucking watch sports, bitch. The basketball arena. Bitch, when the black man who turned out to be the grandpa done ran up on this other black man, I was like, what is going on? And then the conversation that the grandpa had with Daniel / Chris, I was like, what is happening? What kind of dialogue is this? And then I'm like, oh, it's an old white man trapped in a black man's body. Creepy! I feel like the father not only creeped me out, but I feel like he also kind of gave me this sense of, he's going to be the one that kills you. The whole time, I'm over here looking at the brother, because the brother was giving me meth lab. The brother did not match the scene. I'm sitting here like, okay, the brother's an MMA fighter, and it just made me think, damn, like, what nigga would he even snatch up? They felt like they clearly already knew the perks of nigganess. When you are the only black person around a lot of white people, you will get some better treatment. But on the flip side, you are also the only nigga to represent all niggas for these white people you are motherfucking surrounded by. So I feel like there is a bittersweetness of being the token, okay? And I feel like if we're objectively speaking about the scene at the gala where they meet the black man who's been body snatched previously, he was an exceptional nigga. You know what I mean? And all these white people were speaking on behalf of niggas. It's such a powerful thing to be aware that a white person is impersonating a black person in a black person's body. That is such a heavy concept to kind of produce in a movie. Do you get what I'm saying here? Like, we're literally asking these black actors to pretend like they are white people in their bodies and channel these white people. Do you know how impossible that would be for a white person or any other person to do for a nigga? You feel me? The movie can only work one way, y'all. And I just feel like it worked beautifully. When Daniel hit the brother in the motherfucking head with the bocce ball, or the croquet ball, whatever ball it is, bitch, I don't play fancy sports. There were so many moments in this movie where it appeared as if humans are completely silent, and so are their movements with other objects. Because the first scene, when the brother got out of the car and snatched up that dude, you did not hear him open up that car door, bitch. And that theater was silent. So that was the first thing that made me go. But then when Daniel got up from the motherfucking chair, bitch, and gonna pop that nigga in the head. But I guess because he appeared asleep. Another thing that I wanted to touch on was the white girl, Marnie / Rosie, the white bitch, eating the Fruit Loops and drinking the milk through the straw. That had to be one of the most alarming things I've ever seen. And someone on my timeline, I'm sorry I did not get the screenshot of this, they said maybe she wanted to keep the whites from the coloreds. And I was like, bitch, kaboom. Because I could believe it. You ever just see something that lets you know somebody's sick? It was that. That was it for me. Also, when she put her hair into that ponytail, the white turtleneck was also jarring. It just was very clear that she went from white girlfriend with rich parents that live near a lake to psychopath Becky. And she looked gross throughout the whole movie regardless. It kind of bothered me that they cast her, because I was like, honestly, her teeth. She got an old fucking horse mouth. Oh, Sarah Jessica Parker, donkey witch ass mouth. When I watched the interview with Jordan Peele, he said that he cast Marnie because she was already someone that we felt like we knew. So it was good to kind of play with the fact that you kind of knew her as. He said it was kind of fun to play with this actress who was already known for being wholesome, sweet, you know, kind of a bitch, you know. She was kind of like the every girl, you know what I mean? Girls set the platform for 4 white basic bitches to be the every girl, you know, with the exclusion of Jessa, who's the heroine girl, who a lot of white people can identify with, let's be honest. Let's be honest. These days, you gotta have a character on meth or heroin, bitch, for the whites out there in their trailers who are out there cooking that motherfucking ice or whatever the fuck you call it, that tar, that bullshit. This white woman, you know, definitely did switch in character. You know, at first when you see her, she's giving you ModCloth. She's giving you Old Navy. Like, she's giving you Delia's, bitch. She's giving you Little T's, okay? She's giving you ASOS Marketplace, okay? She's giving you Signature, alright? Talbot's. She goes from that to giving you motherfucking white turtleneck with the motherfucking black pants, bitch. Sitting fucking cross-legged on the computer looking for another nigga to snatch. In the words of Johnny Cochran, get niggas, frame niggas, that takes my breath away. Alright, if you haven't seen the OJ story on Netflix, OJ versus the People, bitch, you should watch it, girl. It's really good. The actress that played the mom, bitch, you need to quit your job because you scared me tonight. You scared me on some demonistical shit. You are another actress I will add to the list of a bitch that was literally so scary, I would literally never believe that you are not a scary, spooky town bitch. Yo, but can I tell y'all the most embarrassing part of this movie was when the fucking old black woman who was the maid / grandmother jumped on the hood of the car. Bitch, I screamed in the fucking theater. I screamed and I threw myself, bitch. I threw my body, bitch. Because I had to get away from it, bitch. And I was sitting in the last row, girl. So I hit that wall, bitch. I hit that wall with a good heart, bitch. And it hurt. But I was away from the demon. I was so scared, bitch. And then when he went back to rescue her, I was like, why? I was like, don't save her. She not real. She not real. When Rose came out the house looking for grandma, why it seemed like Rose had powers? Why it seemed like Rose wasn't scared to die, bitch? I was like, damn, white privilege. You know? And then when she thought that she seen the fucking police and she was like, help, help. When he was holding up his hands thinking that the police was coming to get his ass, I thought that was so funny that how even after all that shit, you know you choking a white lady at the end of the motherfucking day. And I just feel like that just goes to fucking show. Because if a white man, if they was going after white dude bodies, this white dude would have been like, Bro, she's a demon! Kill her! You know what I mean? Like, this could not have worked any other way. Like, if a white man would have been choking that white lady and that cop would have pulled up and it would have been his cop buddy, he would have been like, Logan, shoot her up! Like, listen, Jerry, she's a fucking demon. She's trying to take my fucking brain. You feel me? Like, on everything. Like, white people could not even deal if this was, like, the other way around. But then again, I'm thinking, like, what would it look like for them to have replaced, you know, the black man with a black woman? Couldn't have worked, bitch. Because that black bitch would have been gone. As soon as the motherfucking grandpa slash white dude, as soon as the grandpa slash black man chopping wood outside would have been fucking giving that look, because he gave a weird ass look, that bitch should have been like, I would have been like, no, I gotta go. They didn't make it as racial as they did, and it was a white girl luring fucking people to her house and trying to snatch their bodies. These white people would have lit that hoe up. He would have found her gun, bitch. Because, like, honestly, all the killing that this black man did, it was very gruesome. But it was, like, overkill kills. Like, he went OD with the kills. At one point, I heard this black girl go, that nigga crazy. And I was kind of dead because I was like, but is he crazy or is he reacting to the level of fucking distress that is going on around him? Like, these white folks will do anything, you feel what I'm saying, to snatch up these black bodies. So he had to be willing to do anything to get the fuck away. A lot of times white people don't understand that. A lot of times white people don't understand what it means to do everything to get the fuck away. We will literally look crazy to get away from some crazy that's already happening. That is just really interesting how that, like, you know, analogy was created there, where, like, black folks will be going through so much trauma, but when we react, we still know that we can still be, you know, criminalized for our reaction to fucking violence. It's horror on a whole nother level, though, y'all. It's horror on psychological, mental, emotional. I guess to wrap up, we're gonna have a conversation tomorrow night, or rather tonight, Saturday night, at 8 p.m. GMT. So if you are in anywhere else, you need to look up what 8 p.m. GMT is. I know that I am 2 hours behind people on the East Coast, and I know that I am 2 hours ahead of people on the Pacific Coast. And I know that I am 1 hour behind people who are Central. Tune in later. Honest step by step of what the fuck I was witnessing as I watched, as the watcher, as the person at home. Ollie Blacksmith, hello. Cosmic caramel latte. Good day and salutations, bitch. The scene starts off with a black man getting snatched out of the motherfucking suburbs. And that right there, bitch, stopped all the laughter in the fucking theater. And I'm not gonna lie to you, when the car pulled up on this black man and was stalking him, hunting him down, I was scared. But the black man was being funny in the beginning scene, so, you know, at first you're kind of caught off guard by any violence that happens to him. So I just want to say, it starts off this scene where, you know, subconsciously or consciously, niggas are funny. Why would anybody want to hurt niggas? I feel like that's a lot of times the narrative for a lot of shit. It's like, niggas are funny, or niggas are caring, or niggas are magical. Don't hurt the niggas because X, Y, and Z opportunistic, exploitative ass motherfucking reason. So that's the first thing that I was clocking, was this black man was there making everybody laugh, then boop, he gets snatched up. Nobody says shit. Like, no one even goes, oh, damn. Like, everyone just got real silent in the theater. Like, it was finally a horror film. You feel me? Like, niggas is like, it's finally scary now. A nigga got snatched in a coupe. So from there, we get into this relationship. I want to say that they did not spend any real time building up the characters. I want to say this black man, first things first, we're about to go live. Secondly, I am drinking gin. Thirdly, I did muddle some... God damn it. Ah! I muddled some fucking blackberries. This is not some weird shit on, like, the outside. It's just a blackberry particle. I'm gonna do a review. I have a review coming up for my contacts that I got. They're the Solitica Mel's. I ordered them about a month ago. It took about 3 weeks for them to get here, so that was kind of unfortunate. But I'm happy that they're here, even though I look like Uncle Scar. But I gathered y'all all here tonight because I finally saw Get Out. Shout out to Sinead Flores. I hope I'm not fucking that up. I'm gonna shout out. Okay. So Desi Van Hornies, Akuba, K Murphy, Desi Van Voorhees, The Real Rachel. Hey, Bill. Plus Size in Chicago. You've seen it twice. Oh my god. Honestly, I would see it again. It was that good. And also, did anybody else notice that when they went to go see the movie, the crowd participation was crazy? Typically, Americans are like shushers. We're like, shut the fuck up. I paid money to watch this. But I feel like this movie in particular, people were just like saying shit. I yelled something in the theater, bitch. I am not that person, but I did it, bitch. I was like, she needs some milk. When they were going through the pictures of the white bitch in the black bays, I was like, she needs some milk. I kind of want to give you a... Probably fucking that up. I'm very sorry. They totally hooked me up with tickets to go see Get Out and also snack money. Thank you, bitch. I appreciated it. I had a lovely ass time. I got a big ass popcorn. So we're about to get on live and discuss, but do not worry. I know that it's ridiculous o'clock right now. I just got out of the movie. It's 1:22 here, which means if you're on the East Coast, it's like damn near 3 o'clock in the morning. Amsterdam, someone in Amsterdam just told me on the chat that it's 9 a.m. Don't worry, I will be live tonight, which is tomorrow night, which is technically tonight. Basically, whenever you see this video, this night, will be the night that we are going to go live and we'll be discussing Get Out. Hello. I'm going to give a shout out to everybody on live right now. See when you're live.